Okay, welcome to my channel. This is an update on what everybody's talking about, YouTube and coppa, and it's really kind of an update that I found, and I will put it in the link up here and in the comments. I don't know how well you guys can see this. Let me see if I can zoom you in. No, okay, I'm gonna read it. It says, under coppa, how do I know if my channel is dedicated to children? Since FTC and the New York Attorney General announced their September 2019 settlement with YouTube for violations of the Children's Online Privacy Action Rule. We heard that question from channel owners, sometimes called content creators. If you're a content owner who shares content on a user-generated platforms like YouTube, read on our FTC staff guidance about the ability of the coppa rule and how these are covered by the rule can comply with its requirements. Okay, so they have heard our comments. I don't know if they got the petition everybody's been citing. And it says, the FTC action against YouTube and Google. The lawsuit against YouTube and Google alleged that the companies illegally collected personal information from children in violation of coppa. According to the complaint, the companies collected the information from viewers and child-directed YouTube channels in the form of persistent identities that track users across the internet, but didn't notify parents or get their consent. To settle the case, YouTube and Google agreed to create the merchant mechanism so that channel owners can designate when videos they upload to YouTube to use the words of coppa directed to children. The purpose of this requirement is to make that both YouTube and channel owners are comply with the law. So actually YouTube made a settlement, wasn't fined but made a settlement. Coppa recap. The provision of the settlement has raised questions concerning creators about how to determine if they upload to YouTube and other platforms as directed to children. The answer requires a brief summary of some key coppa provisions. Passed by Congress in 1998, the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act is a federal law that protects the privacy of children under 13. Let me interject to say this. This was passed in 1998, and we all know it's vague. It is outdated. It needs to be changed. Coppa's fundamental principle is one that most people can agree on. Parents, not kids, company platforms, or content creators should be controlled when it comes to information collected from children's online. Well, they kind of took that away from parents, actually. FTC enforces the law through coppa rule. In general, coppa requires operators of commercial websites and online services that are dedicated to children, more about that in a minute, to provide notice and obtain variable parental consent before they collect personal information from children under the age of 13. The coppa rule defines personal information to include obvious things like child's first and last name or home address, but that's not all. Under coppa, personal information all covers what we call persistent identifiers, behind-the-scenes code that recognizes user over time and asks across different sites or online services. That could be an IP address or a cookie when it's used to serve targeted ads. Keep in mind that the operator might be collecting personal information through open comments field on the site or service that allows a user under 13 to make personal information publicly available. For example, think of the comment like this. On a child-directed site, my name is Mary Jones from Springfield. I love this video. Okay, how coppa applies to channel owners. So how does it apply to channel owners, talking about us, who upload their content to YouTube or another third-party platform? Coppa applies the same way it would if the channel owner had its own website or app. A little unfair. If a channel owner uploads content to a platform like YouTube, the channel might meet the definition of a website or online service covered by coppa, depending on the nature of the content and the information collected. If the content is directed to children, and if the channel owner or someone on its behalf, for example, collects personal information from viewers of that content through a persistent identifier that tracks a user's service interest-based ads, the channel is covered by coppa. Once coppa applies, the operator must provide notice, obtain variable parental consent, and meet coppa's other requirements. For information on how to comply with this coppa, please visit the FTC coppa page for a 6-step compliance plan for your business. Now here is the important part. How channel owners can determine their content is directed to children. Under coppa, there is no one-size-fits-all answer about what is the site dedicated to children, but we can offer some guidance. See, they don't even know themselves. So how can they judge us and get rid of our channels or whatever when they don't even know themselves? To be clear, your content isn't covered directed to children just because some children may see it. Okay, they recognize the fact that even if it's adult, some children are going to see it. However, if your intended audience is kids under 13, you are covered by coppa and have to honor the rule requirements. The rule sets out additional factors that FD would consider in determining whether your content is child-directed. The subject matter, visual content, the use of animated or childlike activity initiatives, the kind of music or other audio content, the age of models, the presence of child celebrities or celebrities who appeal to children, language or other characters of the site, whether advertising that promotes or appears on the site directed to children, and competent and reliable empirical evidence about the age of the audience. Okay, on that, so that tells me don't put any animated characters, like sometimes you put little like raindrops or hearts in there. Don't do that. Determine whether a child content is child-related will be clearer in some contexts than others. But we can share some general rules of thumb. First, unless you're firmly targeting kids, there are many subject matter categories where you don't have to worry about coppa. For example, if your videos are traditionally adult activities like employment, finances, politics, home ownership, home improvement, or travel, you're probably not covered unless your content is geared toward children. The same would be true for videos aimed at high school or college students. On the other hand, if your content includes additional children's pastime or activities, it may be child-directed. For example, FTC recently determined that an online dress-up game was child-directed. Second, just because your video has bright colors and characters doesn't mean you're automatically covered by coppa. While many animated shows are directed to kids, the FTC recognizes there can be animated programming that appeals to everyone. Yeah, well, who determines that? Third, the complaint in the YouTube case are for some example of channels FTC considered to be directed to children. For example, many creators simply stated in the About section of the YouTube channel that their intended audience was under 13. Other channels made a similar statement in communications with YouTube. In addition, many of the channels featured popular animated children programs or show kids playing with toys, particularly in other child-oriented activities. Some of the channel owners also enabled settings that made their content appear when users search for the names of the popular toys or animated characters. Want to see the FTC analysis of the context? Read page 10 to 4 of the YouTube complaint. I'm not going to click that up. I will put this in a link, like I said, and you can read those for yourselves. Finally, you applied the factors listed a couple rule and still wonder if your content is directed to children, and it might help to consider how others view your channel and content similar to yours. Has your channel been reviewed on sites that elevate content for kids? Okay. I think what we have to do if we're going to survive this is be careful, like in our unboxings. If you order a DP, let's say as a Disney character, don't put it on YouTube. I don't do it myself, but adult drawing, although we figure it's for adult drawing, I think creators have to stop putting that on their channel. I know it's bad, but if they want to survive this, they're going to have to stop doing it, no matter how wrong this is. And what are the possible penalties for violating coppa? Yeah, it allows for several penalties up to $42,000, but the FTC considers. Later, I'm busy. Considers a number of factors in determining the appropriate amount, including company's financial condition and the impact a penalty could have on its ability to stay in business. Well, Google and YouTube paid $170 million in another coppa case settled this year. The operator paid a total penalty at $35,000. So they're not going to penalize us for $42,000, even if they were to try to come after us. If they thought we had they're not going to even do near that amount. They're going to look at what you make. You can't get blood out of a turnip. Yes, that FTC is currently evaluating the rule of the changes in terminology. If you would like to comment on the effectiveness of the coppa rule and whether changes are needed, FTC extended the comment deadline to December 9th, 2019, where channel owners go for more information. Okay, that's what it says, folks. So, I know on my channel, I love DAC, but they do have some on there that I think they would probably, like All Dogs Go to Heaven. That probably is going to be a no-no. I believe there's a Disney movie of that, so you don't want to put that one up. You want to get rid of it from your channel. DPs as are fairy-like, princesses. I think we have to look at it before when you order it and judge. I know it feels like it's tied our hands, but paint by numbers, you're probably not going to want to do. Kids like to paint. Kids like to draw. So maybe drawing up there. Uh, I'm just going to add some puzzles to my channel, but now I don't think I will. Anyways, I just wanted to read the coppa rule to you and the update and what they are actually saying. Happy diamond painting, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.